Hey there, it's Sony. This is an interview of the Legendary Ladies Goddess deck by Anne Shen. So I did a flip through of this Oracle deck, and this is just the interview, just to get to know the deck. I do like the way these cards shuffle. I'm going to be just pulling 5 cards to let me know about the essence of this deck, its current strength, current limitations, what it can teach, and the types of advice that it would prefer to give. So let's go ahead and pull some cards here. So general essence, you have Hathor, joy. In terms of its current strengths, you have Spider-Woman, universal connection. Current limitations, Rhiannon, enchantment. What this deck can teach, Hell, rebirth, and types of advice that this deck would prefer to give. Psyche, persistence. So Psyche, my understanding, is the goddess of the soul. So I think I'm going to go with that. And the bottom of the deck, which is the influencing energy or the lesson to be learned, you have the wisdom card for Athena. So since these are just, a few of the cards, I thought I would go through and just, I already took it out. Go through the guidebook. So let's take a look at Hathor. And when I looked it up, there were different ways to pronounce Hathor as well as other cards in this deck. So here we have the origin, Egyptian, goddess of love and joy. Hathor, the golden one, appears to usher in a new era of celebration and joy. You'll find happiness if you decide to pursue the avenue you're contemplating. Hooray! So joy is the overall essence of this deck, which is splendid. So for Spider-Woman as the current strength, have its origin Native American. Spider-Woman is connecting you to all the vital threads in the universe. Center yourself and tap into those connections within and above you. Remember that we're all connected through this universal energy. You are woven into this incredible fabric. Nice. So Rhiannon as the limitation. Let me take a look here. Enchantment. Origin is Welsh. You have so much magic and power in you. Don't be afraid to use it. Great sorceress goddess Rhiannon is guiding you and enhancing your powers of enchantment right now. You'll find things coming more easily. Okay. So Hell is the Rebirth card, and what this deck can teach. It's of Norse origin. It's time to relinquish and release what isn't working for you. It's always difficult to acknowledge an ending, but Goddess of Death, Hell, is here to remind you that it's the only way to find yourself at a new beginning. Okay, so Psyche for persistence. is what the type of advice it likes to give. Greek origin. Goddess of the soul's psyche is here to lift you back up so that you may persist. Remember that the ability to stick to something will be your greatest advantage. And then Athena, the energy, influencing energy or lesson to be learned. We have Greek origin. Goddess of war and wisdom, Athena, asks you to think strategically before you act. Use the wisdom you've gained from your experience to determine the path to the most positive outcome for your situation. So yeah, it seems that these cards are, very positive. You've got, death, war involved in here. I know the stories surrounding some of the goddesses here are really not as sparkly as in this little book, but as I indicated in the flip through, this deck gives you reason to learn more about each of these goddesses and the cultures and societies that they're associated with. To summarize the interview of the Legendary Ladies Goddess deck, I would say that the deck's essence is joy. Its current strength is the ability to tie the reader to everything existing in this universe. Its current limitation of enchantment, I take that more to be its inability to present things in a fairy tale like way. Even though these cards look like they're for a fairy tale, I think this deck is unable to make our realities mesmerizing. It only deals with hard facts and truth of our realities. With respect to what this deck can teach us with the Rebirth card, I think it can teach us loss, transformation, and the ability to see both the light and the dark. With the Persistence card and the Goddess Psyche, I think it's more that it likes to help our souls to evolve and be the best version of ourselves as possible. And then with the card Athena, wisdom, as the underlying energy or lesson to be learned, I think overall that this deck can provide us more wisdom, especially if we look into the specific history of each of the goddesses and provide more context for why they're showing up in this deck. I hope you enjoyed this interview of the deck, and I would love to hear your comments. Thanks so much and take care.